Hey, what is going on, guys? SargeantsTechTips. Welcome to another video on this channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Simyke or Simyke. I haven't actually figured out how to pronounce this yet, but this is going to be Simyke's baby monitor. Yes, this is a baby monitor. I don't normally do videos on stuff like this, but it is technology, and I want some parents to have access to videos on baby monitors and what they should and should not buy. The camera that's built into it is about 1080p. It does have a two-way talk, so you can hear what is going on from the camera's microphone, as well as talking into the camera. That way you can get your child's attention if needed. So it's got a 1,500 foot long range. So depending on how far away you need this, it can go up to 1,500 feet. It does have night vision. The night vision doesn't look terrible. The camera also doesn't look terrible, but it is also a baby monitor, so you don't need it to look amazing. It does have Wi-Fi. You can turn that on or off depending on if you're using the app or not. It does come with a little display, which is about 2.8 inches. If you guys are curious, the display allows you to view the camera without requiring the application if you don't want to install an app on your phone. In terms of other information, that's really about it. It's a affordable option from what I can tell. I don't have children, and I'm not a parent, so full disclosure on that portion. I have looked at a lot of cameras, and I've never actually looked at baby monitors, but I've had a lot of opportunity to look at different cameras and stuff, so I can kind of give you guys a determination if this is something you should buy or not. Really good use cases for this. If you guys are curious on some, I don't know, maybe you're a first-time parent, this would be really good if you are cooking dinner, doing household chores such as laundry, dishes, all that fun stuff. This would be a really good thing to keep nearby, so you can keep an eye on your child if they are sleeping or trying to sleep. This also allows you to keep an eye on your child without risk of waking them up, because you obviously got to go in there and check on them once in a while. We will be showing you the mobile app as well, which I will be using this phone here to do so. I'll show you how the night vision works as well as how it looks. It's actually not terrible for the camera. So yeah, let's go ahead and open the box and take a look at it. Straight away, you get the camera, a little device that allows you to look at the camera, some documentation or propaganda, as well as your power cables. I'm only gonna take one out because we're only gonna need it for the actual camera. I'm gonna leave the other one in there unless I need to charge this, which I should not need to do. But the propaganda is pretty basic. It gives you a QR code to download the app. If you guys wanna check the app and download it, you are more than welcome to. This only really works for Android, because if you scan it on an iPhone, it doesn't really do anything. Just look up Simyke or Simyke in the Apple App Store, and it will bring you to the app and you can download it. But if you do download it for Android, you do have to download an APK, because for some reason it's not in the Google Play Store. But the user manual just gives you some information that you may or may not need. This would be really good for people who are not as tech inclined as me. I don't personally need this. So let's go ahead and put this stuff back. I do not plan on needing any of the documentation for any reason at all. We're gonna grab the camera. Here's the camera. You got the lens here. Usually it comes with a plastic cover on it, but it's obviously off because I looked at it already. This gives you a full 360-degree rotation, as well as a built-in microphone. If you really wanted to, you could mount it like to the crib like this and have it point into the crib, or you can flip it around and have it mount to the wall and have it point down at the crib if you really wanted to. So there's some options. On the back of the camera, you've got your power here, which is just a barrel connector. You've got your pairing button and then your Wi-Fi on and off switch. So if you don't want to use the Wi-Fi, you can turn it on or off. I'm gonna leave it on because we will need it for the application. This is a speaker, and as I told you prior, this is a microphone. I'm not actually sure what this is, but this is more than likely a microphone as well. Then here we've got the little display, which actually has a battery built in, so you can have this just kind of always on if you need it. Got a little display built in, waiting to connect. We're gonna go ahead and plug the camera in so I can show you what it looks like. All right, got the camera plugged in. We're just gonna give it a second to connect. It usually doesn't take very long to connect, which is nice. As you can see, we've got full connection, our battery, cam 1. You can have multiple cameras. I don't know how you connect multiple cameras, but I'm pretty sure you can have multiple cameras. Then we just gotta give it a minute. I actually do think, oh, we don't need to connect it. We're good. So as you can see, the camera is connected. I can point it at myself, and as you can see, it is working without a single issue. For being a baby monitor, you really don't need anything fancy, especially for quality wise. If you really want a better camera, buy a security camera and then put that in your kid's room and just use the app. That's really all you're gonna get for quality from a baby monitor. The only thing that sucks with this is you can't take pictures or record videos on this specifically. You do need the app, which we'll take a look at in a second. It does actually have a micro SD card slot on the camera, if you guys are curious. I actually forgot to show that, but as you can see right there, it has a micro SD card slot, so you guys can put a micro SD card in it and have some local storage. But that's what the camera looks like. Like I said, not the greatest looking. It doesn't have the greatest refresh rate either, but it is a baby monitor. It's really only gonna be sitting still and looking at your kid that is hopefully not moving that much. So some other options you got on here, if you actually click this button here, this gives you multiple options you have here. This allows you to change the audio coming through the camera if you want to have it high, mid, or low. Here you've got some different lullabies. If I go here and click this, as you can see, it is playing a lullaby. It's also got some white noise as well. Quite loud, I do apologize. And I didn't play it for very long because I don't know if it's copyrighted. Here, you've also got the ability to add, delete, or scan for more cameras, or view if you want to change the view. I'm not sure what Vox is. I haven't actually been able to figure that out. I do have it turned on. You've also got the temperature reading, which right here it says 68 degrees Fahrenheit. You've got Fahrenheit and Celsius. Then you've got a timer for this device here, at least from what I know. Set it to 2 hours, this will turn off in 2 hours. And then you've got the ability to turn on or off the audio that's actually coming from this, well, to this from the camera. It does also give you the ability to hold down this button. Testing. Testing. It is going to do that, but that is really cool that you have the ability to hold down this button. You can also do it in the app. You hold down this microphone button and it allows you to talk to your kid. In terms of these buttons here and the OK button, you really don't have much. This doesn't bring you to anything. This just allows you to go through this menu here. What these buttons do here is allows you to turn the brightness up or down depending on your preferences, as well as turning up the audio up or down if you want to hear the microphone audio coming from the camera to this. So we're going to be done looking at this. It does have a kickstand, which is neat. You want to have this on your bedside, you can. We're going to go ahead and download the app and take a look at this. Before I do that, I'm going to take the camera and I'm going to go put it in my bedroom, pointing at my bed so you guys can kind of see what the night vision looks like. Alrighty, I went ahead and put the camera in my bedroom. As you can see, we've got it on now. This is the night vision. All the lights in that room are turned off. So that's what that looks like. It's not perfect, but it's also not terrible. My bedroom is literally just right behind this wall. So your mileage may vary in terms of connection. They do advertise really good connection between walls and stuff. If you do have like a weird apartment or house and the walls are super thick, you may have an issue, but I think for the most part you should be fine, and it does use a Wi-Fi connection too. So if you're having issues with this, you can probably use the app and you'll have a better time. Alrighty, in order to download the app on the App Store, you do actually just have to go straight to the App Store and look up Simyke or Simyke. I still haven't figured out the name yet. All you gotta do is click Get. Full disclosure, you do have to log in. I already have an account with Simyke, so I'm not gonna worry about that. It is a little unfortunate you have to log in to use the app. At the same time, it's probably used for the cloud storage, and it's probably just a better way to keep track of who is using the camera and who is not. I think they should have a guest login for at least viewing the camera, maybe not all the features such as some of the AI features I'm going to show you, but I think they should still offer you the ability to use just looking at the camera with your phone without needing to log in. I think that would be a better option. Apparently it says it's going to take 27 minutes and 46 seconds to download this, so I guess we'll be back in 30 minutes. Alrighty guys, so the app finished downloading. We're going to go ahead and launch it, and then I'm going to go ahead and log in. Declaration of terms. I'm just going to agree. No one ever reads that. And I'm going to go ahead and log in real quick. Alrighty, so I went ahead and logged in. It looks like the camera is somehow already added. I actually have the camera right here because I wanted to show you the add process. So I'm actually going to remove this and re-add it. Okay, so as you can see, we've still got this and this is still working. To pair the camera, what you want to do is click Add Device. So then what you're going to do is you're going to choose the model that you have. If you guys are curious, on the bottom of your camera, it tells you the model right there, BMS28TX. So we have the BMS28. We want to click that. Now it's going to ask us to prepare it. These are all the things we have to do. This is the model we're using. We're going to switch to Wi-Fi and use the Wi-Fi network information. It's asking you for some location information. This is going to be something over it so you guys can't see it because I don't want you guys knowing where I live, but you can click deny if you want. I don't know if it'll work without it. I'm not really sure why it needs location information, but it wants precise location information. It did that for my Pixel as well, so just keep that in mind. Now it's telling you to take the camera and hold down the pairing button.
Please scan QR code.
Now it's going to do that. And then what you want to do is you want to say, I have heard the voice prompt, click next. And then what it's going to do is it's going to ask you to put your information in for your internet connection. What it's going to ask is it's just going to ask you to put your password in for your internet connection. Just go ahead and click next after you do that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get this QR code here. I'm not going to show it for very long, but what I want you guys to see is how this works. So basically, here's the baby monitor. We've got the camera here. What you want to do is you want to take your phone as I drop it and then hold it directly at your camera. I'm not sure why it's turning green, but I think it's scanning the QR code. It'll probably say pairing.
Connecting.
It'll say connecting. It might take a second. And then you're good. Then you can put that off to the side. We're going to go ahead and turn this baby monitor off because we are not going to be using that anymore. And then we can go ahead and name our camera. So I'm going to go ahead and name mine bedroom. As you can see, we are in, and here is the camera. I'm going to go ahead and put this back into my bedroom so you guys can kind of see it at night mode on the actual device. Alrighty, as you can see, the camera is in my bedroom and it is dark. The girlfriend's chair is in the way, but that's fine. This is what it looks like. You've got this ability to turn on the microphone so you can actually hear the audio from the camera onto your phone. This just shows who is using the application, I think. I actually don't know what that's for. I want to say that's for using the application. This just tells you how many decibels is in the room as of now. This tells you the temperature. You've also got this auto button to change quality. You can go from 360p to 1080 or auto. Highly recommend keeping it on auto. This allows you to go full screen if you want to just kind of leave your phone off to the side while you're doing dishes, keep an eye on your kid. It also gives you all the options here, and you can also hold this button down to talk. Yeah, see, long press speak, so if I hold it down. You've got storage. You can enable that now. You can do SD card or you can do cloud storage. We're not going to do that. This allows you to take a photo, and this allows you to record whatever's on screen. So if you want to record your kid doing something cute, you know, playing with their toys or something, you can do that. I don't know if audio will show in the video, but it might. And then you got sleep report here if you want to set up sleeping tracking. Basically, this will track your kid's sleep. It looks like you can swipe left or right. This allows you to go back in time to see your kid's sleeping habits. You've got total sleep, longest sleep, night sleep, day sleep, total crying, and crying how many times. I'm assuming the crying is just in case you fall asleep and somehow sleep through the crying. You can kind of see how many times they've cried throughout the night, or the amount of hours they've cried, because from what I hear, babies love crying for multiple hours at a time. The sleeping is pretty cool. Basically what this does is it uses AI, from what I know, to just kind of keep an eye on your child and see how long they're sleeping or how long they're not sleeping. You've also got memories here. So if we click here, this allows you to have photos, recordings, and all that fun stuff for memories. So you can like build this up over time and have basically a backlog of photos and videos through the app to kind of see how they grew up and stuff like that. That's really it for the app. In the settings, you've got soothing. This allows you to turn on the soothing sound, such as the lullabies. You can also do your own recording if you want to record a lullaby through your laptop or something. You can hold this button down and record, or you can sing something for them if their voice is a lot more soothing than an actual lullaby. We've got device information. This just gives you a bunch of information, such as the serial number. Sorry if I wasn't holding this better, but serial number, MAC address, you can change the name as well as your firmware version. You've got storage. You can do not store. Cloud storage is about 31 days at a time. We're just gonna do not store. You can also insert an SD card to just have all the footage and photos you take go straight to the SD card if you guys wanna have a more local copy of it. You've also got recording modes. You have movement detection and record all day if you just want to record 24 hours a day. Say you have multiple cameras and your kid's being babysat and you want to keep an eye on what is going on with your kid, but you don't always have time to check your phone while you're at work. You also have movement detection as well. You don't have to necessarily do recording all day. So if the babysitter comes into the room, you can kind of see what they're doing while they're in your child's room. You've also got total capacity and available capacity. This is just the SD card status if you were to install an SD card. You've also got screen settings. You can do flip screen if you want to have it vertical. Say you have the camera upside down, but you want it to be upright. When you're actually viewing the camera, you can do that, as well as turning on or off the watermark display. You've also got night vision settings. You can just have it be automatic, which is what I recommend, or always on or always off. You also got time calibration. That'll just calibrate the time. You also got privacy, help center, and cloud service, and then you've got volume for settings. That's really it for the app. It's not the most special app in the world, which isn't a bad thing. You click here, you can configure, delete, or reboot the camera if you're having issues. And then to actually view the camera, you click on it and it will load depending on your internet connection. It can probably take a second or it'll go super fast. But yeah, that's really it for the app. I do want to thank Simyke for sponsoring today's video. This is a pretty cool product. Full disclosure, I am not a parent, but I have had a lot of time to mess around with this camera. I think it would be a really good option for a single parent or just a pair of parents who need a good quality, affordable baby camera. Or baby monitor is what people call it. But yeah, if you guys want to check this out, there's going to be a link in the description below. I will leave a link to Simyke's Amazon store in the description below as well. They do also have it on TikTok. I'll just put all the links in the description below to all of their products. I believe they have it on Amazon, TikTok, and I think their website, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you thought it sucked, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done so already. If you are a parent and you want to tell me how the camera worked over a long period of time, such as a month or 2 months or a week, if you guys bought it, put it in the comments below and I'll pin it so other parents can kind of get some thoughts and opinions from other parents, because as stated prior, I am not a parent. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do want to thank Simyke or Simyke for sponsoring this video once again. Super cool product. I really do like looking at random technology like this because it's just cool to me. So see you guys next video and peace out.